Right, hi everybody. It appears that we're in the second wave of the coronavirus now, so this is the beginning of a second series of videos called Coping with the Second Wave. And what I've started to do now is to throw bigger pots again. That's my way of coping with the second wave. Trying to stay out of people's way. Obviously wearing a mask all the time. I'm taking part in a clinical trial as well about being tested by the people who are doing the antiviral, so that's something new that's happening to me. They come and test me every week to see if I've got it and what's happening. So okay, that seems to be a positive way of helping out, contributing to the efforts of getting rid of coronavirus. And so today's been moon jars. Back at it today. This is for the final firing of the year in earnest for a specific event. I will be firing after October, but that's just on work for next year and up to the Christmas rush. I'd like to get the bigger pots out of the way first, and so today's video is the first moon jar of coping with the second wave. Okay, here it is. Okay, this is going to be the first moon jar for a while. I've been concentrating on smaller pieces because of the lockdown, and we can't do any shows where the public can buy bigger pots. I've been concentrating on smaller pieces that can go through the post, but I've got a show coming up in October, end of October at Oxford, the Oxford Ceramics Festival, or Oxford Ceramics Fair I should say. Hopefully it'll go ahead. Who knows with this latest lockdown and the second wave taking hold. But just got to go ahead and just assume that it is going ahead. You can't just give up and then find out that no pots. Anyway, I've got plenty of small pots for the show. I'm just making some larger ones. This one's going to have a textured slip on it on the outside. It's just a question of throwing the basic moon jar shape first. It's nice to be back throwing bigger pots. Just collaring it up there just to give it a bit of height. Always a good technique to use. This is back to my old mix of clay. Of 4 parts basic stoneware and 1 part crank to give it a fleck. Just throwing the shoulder first. It's always good when you're doing a moon jar to get the shoulder more or less ready. There's less colouring in then. I get started with my hand first. I can't get the throwing rib inside it. This is literally the first one I've done for quite a while, so it could all go horribly wrong. But we'll see. you'll see. It's not a massive moon jar, but I throw the bigger pieces first. I'm at the beginning of the making cycle. As you see from the previous video, I've just cleaned up the studio now. I always try and clean the studio, get all the wear boards cleaned and tidy, studio tidy. Spend the next 3 or 4 weeks messing it up again. I'm sorry if this video seems a little tedious, but throwing pots like this, you have to take your time. I'm using the rib to belly it out now. It's getting a bit near its limit. Throwing it on a bat. I've got a mirror attached to, glued to the window here, so I can see the profile. Shoulder needs to come in a bit. Compress the rim. Now I'm just going to hit it with a bit of heat. That should do it. I'll stiffen it up a little tiny bit. I think this the clay I've left on the rim of the neck here is a little bit too much, so I might have to cut some of that off in a minute, but I'll do that last. I just need to get the shape of this shoulder done properly. Oh, it's a bit hot, this clay. Burning my fingers. That's better. It's quite subtle, really. Just trying to get the flatness off, get it nice and curved, and stiffening it up with the heat gun or the torch makes that little bit of difference. Just like ½ centimetre, but it makes a hell of a difference. Just belly it out a little bit more at the bottom here. Take the flatness out. I will turn this into more of a curve. That's about it. The needle, I think. Yeah, I'll take a bit of this off. It's a bit bulky. That's better. Just work on it a little bit now. And because I've heated this shoulder up here and stiffened it up a little bit, it allows me to be a bit more forceful with the throwing. Just getting the shoulder a little bit more pronounced. Using the webbing on my finger there just to smooth that inside edge. That's it done. Football sized moon jar. Right, that's it. There'll be another one in a couple of days' time. I'm not going to do one every day, but I'm throwing pots all over the weekend, so there'll be another video tomorrow. Probably about I'm making some little Kyushu teapots with thrown handles, so that might be interesting to people. Okay, see you tomorrow.